Hi, good morning, everyone. So one of the first tools that I will be critiquing is Audacity. And the reason why I chose Audacity is because it will allow me to record my lesson, or I can probably create activities for students. So the first thing I decided to do was, first and foremost, of course, type the word Audacity in the web page. So we're going to be presented with an overload of information. So your first step will be to download Audacity 2.1.2. So once we click the download Audacity 2.1.2, we're given several options. So download what you see fit. If you have a Windows, I would download here. So that's the first way we're navigating through this page here. Your next step would then be to click what you see fit. I will be clicking the installer. This way I can have the help files to see if this website will help meet my goal of letting students work collaboratively and making recordings of lesson and having them use recordings for their activities. As you can see now, it is installing on my computer, so that takes a little while, and we'll see what it entails. Okay, so it says welcome to Audacity. The icon has already been downloaded to my desktop, and it has given me options if I need help. So we're going to see if this is actually helpful in allowing me to meet my goal. Well, I'm looking over here already, and as an adult, the numbers here are quite confusing. So as a student, I'm sure that they will be a lot more confused. I'm going to continue to navigate through Audacity to look at some of its features. So now I'm navigating through Audacity, and it looks a little foreign to me and not so user-friendly, but I'm looking at these buttons because these are common buttons that we see in our iPhones, common buttons that students can recognize, common buttons that people that are not so computer literate recognize. The first button that I pressed was record. So I clicked the record button and I noticed that it was recording me. So I stopped right there and I had to click the stop button. The stop button is the only button that will cause the recording to, of course, stop. I was a little confused and I started playing with this button, this pause button over here. Then I decided, well, how can I stop this? I don't know what I'm recording. So let's see. You click the play. Want it all, but I don't want nothing. So I just started playing around and recording my voice. And if I wanted to delete anything that I just recorded, it's fairly difficult. And actually, I don't see any portion where it says delete. Let's check file, recent. There is a delete button over here, but it's not clickable. So would that mean that I need to select the recording first? Let's find out. Okay, let's select the recording. Let's see if it'll allow me to delete this section. No, still does not allow me to delete this section. What if I can select the delete button? Let's see how that will work. So if I right click, no, can't right click. If I select backspace, that does not work either. Let me see. Okay, so now I just click the stop button. I'm going to make sure that maybe the stop button allows me, once I've clicked the stop button, that I can delete what I selected. Edit, delete. Yes, Now I can delete whatever I selected. So now I know that in order to either edit my recording or delete my recording or select my recording, I must press the stop button. I clicked over here and then I can press the backspace to delete. There we go. So after looking at some of the features that Audacity has, I've decided that it has not allowed me to meet my educational goals solely because students will have difficulty navigating, and my 11th graders will have difficulty navigating through Audacity. It appears that it most likely would appeal to students that are interested in creating soundtracks, creating tracks. So I think that for Audacity, I will not be using it in my classroom, partly because it's relatively difficult to navigate for students. For me as well, I don't think it's as user-friendly as it advertises. I do accomplish a task fairly quickly of recording myself, so that's probable. But navigating through the system, there's very little help provided. There's images of buttons that students have to decode that button. So if I have foreign students, it's going to be relatively difficult. There aren't really many resources unless I click the help button that's over here and I can ask for quick help. I can look at the manual. That will be helpful. But for the most part, I don't see any exemplars. I don't see ways to use this in a classroom. And although it is free, and I did not need a recording, or a password, I was able to log on with Google. Like I said, it's fairly easy to use, although I don't think that it's teacher friendly or student friendly. It appears that it will most likely appeal to students that are interested in using or creating music, students that are interested in using or creating songs.